So we're here at Dupont State Park today. Gonna hit some waterfalls up. A little easier of a hike than the last one. But first one's just off the parking lot here called Hooker's Falls. Hooker Falls Trail. Still working my way down to the falls here, but as you can see, it's well manicured, a lot more touristy of a location. Major movie was shot here at one of the falls. Slipping my mind right now, but there's a lot of people here. It's Memorial Day. This place is normally busy as well. Like I mentioned, very popular destination in North Carolina, just outside of Henderson, North Carolina. But probably won't do as much talking with so many people here, but more just trying to capture shots, highlights, things that you'll enjoy in your trip here when you come visit Dupont State Park. But yeah, we're coming up to Hooker Falls now, and then we're gonna head right back where we just came from, which goes back to the parking lot, cross the bridge, and we head down to see at least 3, maybe, depending on where we go, maybe 5 more waterfalls. So catch you then. Thanks. Now we're leaving the parking lot and cross this bridge here, and it gets to the start of many waterfalls, starting with Triple Falls Trail. You can see everyone, they're back, all the way back to the back. Nobody's coming up front today, I don't know why. I guess because there's a lot of mist coming off. Everything's wet, but yeah. We're traversing boulders, but I'm gonna get up close and front personal view here of a huge waterfall. Ooh, slippery. Ooh. This is raging. There's a lot of water today. Beautiful. All right, so that's the covered bridge, which sits right on top of a waterfall. Base of the waterfall goes off right off the edge that we were showing earlier. And beyond here is a little, I wouldn't say secret spot, but spot less traveled, let's say. All right, so it's been a little bit on this basically gravel road. I think this is why it's less traveled, is basically on this gravel road for, I don't know, a little over half a mile. Not too much scenery. There is the trail, like I mentioned before, the mountain bike trail, which I think I'm gonna hike coming back. I think there's a little more scenery on that trail. But this is one of the cool spots before we get to Bridal Falls. And it might be the Bridal Falls right here is where I'm gonna eat some lunch. But let's show you why this is one of my favorite spots first. First thing out here is these pine trees just make you feel so small. It's so cool. Love it. Love feeling small somewhere, man. Everything's so big. Then you got this. Beautiful. And it's just so awesome out here, so peaceful. I always think about just having a house right here, it would be amazing. You're starting to see flowers grow, just add some color. Everything's in full bloom this time of year. We're at Memorial Day weekend just for premise of time, but great time to come out here because it's starting to get warm, but not too bad. And everything's blooming. That's where it comes out on the other side here. So one of my favorite spots. You can come down, go down to the left right there, and it's a little more overgrown than it has been in the past. But you can sit down there and eat, you know, or like I said, I think it might be Bridal Falls we'll do next here. There's some good areas to sit down there, I believe. So yeah, this is one of my hidden little gems at Dupont State Park. So I followed this single lane trail hanging off the edge of the water here, and I didn't even know this was here until today. And it's very sketchy. Like, if you can see my feet, I'm already hanging off right now. And this surface gives away a little bit at times. You gotta be careful, but holding the phone in my hand, we're getting through. But looks like this is, I believe, the outflow for Lake Julia here. I think it's Julia. Let's see if I can look up this high point here. I think that's what we're going to see around this corner. Is the outflow from the lake. Probably the waterfall that nobody talks about. Let's see. Oh yeah. This is why you explore when you see little trails off the side that most people walk past, because you see things like this, which are awesome. So that's Lake Julia, which I believe we're going to see on the hike back from a different side. I believe that's part of the mountain bike trail I do. And here's our outflow. Got a lot of big boulders here, and then it runs off down to that bridge and through that way. So beautiful spot. There's a little trail just off to the left of the bridge that I showed you. It's a well done trail at first. Takes you right to the river, and then you start seeing this real thin, that light sandy color, real thin, running along the coastline there. If you follow that back, you'll come back here. So again, there's little gems everywhere. Just gotta find them. There's so many cool spots here that people don't talk about. And as you can see, there is not a person in sight, which on Memorial Day weekend is absolutely unheard of. This place is packed. Parking lot already at 11 o'clock was, people were waiting for parking spots by 11, let's put it that way, and they are no longer allowing you to park on the side of the main road, which used to be lined with cars, and they're cutting that off since COVID started. And so you got to get here early if you want to come. Or there are more parking lots, just not always the most convenient depending on where you're trying to hike or mountain bike. So that is the obstacle. But whew, had a little scare. Ground I'm on just started giving way. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Definitely an awesome spot. But I'm gonna keep going and get the Bridal Falls next. You see a farm. It's really neat. Nice old farm, and then Bridal Falls is next for us, so we'll keep on going. So if you do this path that I tell you about to this river, realize that's magnified. That's probably 2 feet wide exactly. And you come here, it is given away. That's all washed off. And coming across it was very sketchy because it's actually pretty firm, but you barely get a foot on there. So there's some vines, or I don't guess vines, I don't know what they are, but hold on to those. They'll help you, but just be careful. I mean, thankfully it's not crazy. I mean, it's not crazy rushing water here. You can obviously get control of yourself and get back, you know, onto the side, or even on that side, probably you'd be fine. But the surface is given away, which I think is part of that whole program they were doing before, because these banks were washing out. And yeah, it's like I said, a little single trail, barely enough for one person to even put both feet down at the same time next to each other. But you know, it's pretty epic. So yeah, keep going here. They're just campers. I don't know. Maybe both. Alright, so we're just arriving to Bridal Falls. And if you can see up there are people walking up there. So, that's where we're heading. As I mentioned, lots of mountain bikers.
He said that there's another layer to this where you can walk.
Bridal Falls.